Yours is the greatness, the power and the glory. Yours is the victory, the majesty and splendor. For all things come from you, and of your own we give you. Now our God, we give you thanks and praise your glorious name. Lord our God, we declare the wonders of your ways, your ways. God of our fathers, Abraham and Isaac, yours is the kingdom, the heavens and the earth. For all things come from you, and of your own we give you. Now our God, give you thanks and praise your glorious name. O Lord our God, we declare the wonders of your ways. Now our God, we give you thanks and praise your glorious name. O Lord our God, we declare the wonders of your ways. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified, oh Lord. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified, oh Lord. And now our God, give you thanks and praise your glorious name. Oh Lord our God, we declare the wonders of your ways. And now our God, give you thanks and praise your glorious name. Oh Lord our God, we declare the wonders of your ways, your ways.
All right. Hey. This should be shorter. The song is a bit long, but it's a song I'm hoping to do more in terms of church and everything. I figured if I did it, then I'd have more time to did it in the video, and I'd have more time to practice it for when it actually should be done. But that song and another song, my life is in you, Lord, my strength. Those were both in my head for the past few days, and they both kind of fit with, as per usual, the theme that has come up lately in readings and in conversations and sermons I'm listening to and all that good stuff. But I couldn't remember if I did the second one before. And I've never done that. I've never played this song, Let Your Name Be Glorified. It's another Eoghan, if That's how you pronounce his name, the Irish guy. Good songs that he writes. But just as we've been talking about, recognizing the implications of the faith and of there being a God at all, and then specifically the God of the Bible, that we surrender to that we rely and that we're dependent on him because of that we submit to him because of that. And it's always that thing, that philosophical journey from knowing that we're not the greatest things in the world, in a moral sense, I guess, and that we don't have control of our existence, and as much as we thought we would like to think we do. And so that brings us to the fact that, okay, there's something outside of ourselves, a higher power, a moral law, to a theistic idea, but so many things attached to theism, and even heaven and hell, justice, and all that stuff. Just recently, a friend of mine sent me a video of a guy explaining what he thinks the problems are with heaven. Mind skeptic, or something like that. And it was so, like a lot of it was actually very valid. And I can sympathize with the issues that he had. But all of it comes back to our finite minds trying to comprehend infinity. Like literally, that was his biggest problem, was the idea of infinity. And I've never told this story before, but maybe I will eventually in full discourse. But when I was younger, I was afraid to go to sleep. As a Christian, as a young in age, believer in Christ, knowing I was going to heaven when I died, or when the rapture happened, I was afraid to go to heaven because infinity, because forever didn't make sense to me. I'll explain the story more some other time, but of course that's going to be scary, or of course that's going to be unnatural to us, because we're finite. And because if we really understood forever, if we understood eternality, aka God, for everything that he is, then that would make us God. And that would make him not, or some co-equal. And that's just not true. Just because we can comprehend something that makes sense to us, and therefore something else doesn't make sense, doesn't make that thing bad, or doesn't make our conception of that thing what it is. It's pretty simple. And that's a really simple argument for that, and there is more to it that we could get into based on that guy's video and other conversations that I've had with agnostics and atheists. But the reality of God, that everything that we have comes from him, and everything that we offer to him is of his own, that it is his name that actually deserves to be glorified forever. It's not just something that he wants, it's something that he deserves, and that's something that actually does fulfill us even in this life. So how much more when we're apart from all the other distractions and things. One of the other points that he had brought up too was about the idea of progressing. Like, if we're perfect in heaven, then how could we become greater and therefore experience things in a progressing level, like to battle boredom or stagnance. And again, God is infinite, and we will have an eternity to understand the eternal the essence of him and everything that he is and everything that there is to understand about everything. But yeah, there's other things, and it's not fitting in this setting, but just important. A good verse that I was reminded of, just in the general sense. Isaiah 41:10. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Just one of the things that I had read this morning. Part of the reason that I was thinking about playing the other song. My life is in you, Lord. My strength is in you, Lord. My hope is in you, Lord. But this requires that we have a God that can strengthen, can help, can uphold us, that has a righteous right hand. This requires that we acknowledge that it's so easy for us to rely on our own strength, to think we don't need help, to think that we're being righteous in what we're doing, that we're not subject to change, that we're not subject to check ourselves or to be checked. But yeah, I think that's about it. That ended up going a little bit longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. Important stuff and good reminder. And it fits with Jude. Implications on our behavior and how we treat the authority. But yeah, anyway, I'm done. That's it. Let your name be glorified, O Lord. Not our own understanding. Even just to come back to the idea to ask God, give me the peace that surpasses all understanding. Give me the humility to seek out your word and then to change because of it in everything that we do. Something I was reminded of very recently. Grace and peace and so forth. Wow. My hair's a mess. I wasn't paying attention to that.